What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another edition of the XVI Show. I'm your host, Christopher J. Thank you guys for tuning in. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, share. Follow me on my social. Links are located in the description. $sign the BTSI shows the Cash App. Participant waive all rights to privacy. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will get $100 during the Cash App giveaway. First and second runner-up will receive a Cash App prize as well. Reminder, tomorrow, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, the trailer for There Is Liberty will premiere. 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you hit the notification bell and be ready for tomorrow. So, this edition of Get It Off Your Chest, I originally came here with a different type of energy, but I had to make some adjustments. And I'm going to talk about a few things. Number one, what just happened moments ago. Um, Do I walk around with a smile on my face? No, I don't. That's just not. It's just not me. I spent years just not smiling. Now, granted, growing up, I had a chipped tooth due to a accident that happened on the basketball court, and for a long while, it just never got fixed. And when it did get fixed, it was a half-ass job. Um, 1 second. Now this fucking thing wants to ring. 1 second, y'all. Okay, that's none of my business. So, yeah, chip tooth and oh my bad. Let me salute to the chat. Time, what's going on, man? Kind words. And homie in the building, chaotic clubhouse. What up, my guy? Appreciate for you pulling up. And chaotic, are you guys going live tonight? If so, let me know, and I'm gonna mod you so you can go ahead and flood the chat so we can all pull up tonight. Now, yeah, sporties. Let me know if y'all going live tonight so I can go ahead and mod you, and you go make sure everybody floods the chat. Oh yeah, bet. Let me hold on, y'all. Let me take a quick maintenance stop real quick. Gotta make sure Sporty's taken care of up here. Oh, let me turn this down real quick so I don't hear the feedback. All right, man. Welcome to the team. Go ahead and flood the chat. Make sure we all pull up tonight, and I'll pin your link to the top. So, someone just asked me earlier to smile. Mm, I don't walk around with the smile. I don't. Maybe had I not gotten to that accident as a child, probably, and I didn't chip my tooth, probably would smile more often. Um, or other things that transpired, other opportunities to get my tooth fixed prior. Had I did all that, yeah, I probably would have. I definitely would have smiled more. But hey, it is what it is. Hold on, let me pin that to the chat. There, there you go. Real quick, commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Sporty is going live tonight on his channel, Chaotic Clubhouse, from 12 to 3 Eastern Standard Time, Fridays and Saturdays. Link is posted to the top. So please click the link. Make sure you hit the notification bell, subscribe, and come right back. We're going to support the brother tonight. And I appreciate the streams that he did last weekend, too. So I'll definitely be in the audience tonight. Now, getting to what I was saying. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't smile at all. It takes a lot for me to smile. It's only because I have years. No, I can make that argument. I probably had. When did I get this? When did I get this tooth officially fixed? I know I got this fixed during the pandemic, to be exact. In 2021, I gotta go look up my what's your call to see when that's happening. I definitely got it fixed before I made my debut on this side of YouTube. That is for sure. But so I've been literally walking around with the chipped tooth for a messed up mouth for over 2 decades. I could say that with a straight face. It was honestly over 2 decades. So I had years of practicing of not smiling, or when I laugh, kind of have to cover my mouth a little bit because that draw attention. I'm not the best shit talker, ranker, or whatever. So I just have to hide that. And guess what? On top of that, with certain things that I had to go through, wasn't nothing to smile about. Am I grateful? Am I grateful for that walk of life now? Yes, I am. Did I see that back then? No, which contributed to me not to smile. So when people tell me to smile, it does get on my nerves because I don't want to be. Because truth be told, what you see on the outside, for the most part, is different on the inside. Especially when nothing's really bothering me. It's like, why do I need a smile for? To make you feel comfortable? If you feel uncomfortable, that's a you thing. That ain't got shit to do with me. Now, because of my whatever inner peace I'm trying to protect, and who I know, how I know God, I always have some level. There's some level of peace that's always flowing inside of me. That's the only reason why I haven't taken it too far. Maybe a couple of times I did cross that line, but thank God nothing really transpired out of that. So if I don't smile, that's a you thing. Now, granted, when I open my mouth to start talking, people tend to relax. They're like, "Oh, how you sound, but and how you look doesn't match together." So I don't get it. That's a you thing. Because once we finish this conversation, I'm still gonna be not smiling, and I'm gonna be chilling. Now, am I mad about something? No, this is just my resting. I'm not gonna. I almost said that. That I almost said something else. I'm glad I caught myself because that'd have been super wild. On my chill face, on chill mode, it is what it is. This is just me. Now, I laugh when I need to laugh. I smile at things I want to smile about. Yeah, those I do have moments when those things happen. But am I smiling like majority of the day, vast majority of the day? No, I'm not. Especially what I do for a living and where I'm at. Uh, yeah, I almost looked and said. Yeah, I almost looked and said that. I was like, hold on, that ain't it. Never have been, never will be. But where I work at, what I do for a living, where I work at, is like I'm not saying the environment is making me be this way or feel this way, but it's like what I'm saying is I'm in an area where it doesn't do nothing for me if I physically smile. So I make sure I take care of my inner peace. Now, some people say your inner peace is supposed to make you smile on the outside. Says who? That's not always true. That is not always true. I have grown up in family. Ladies and gentlemen, my dad's from Nigeria. So some of y'all already know where I'm going with this one. Most Africans, smiling is really not their thing. But their love for God is. Their love for people is. Their love to see somebody win is. That's where I came from. So yeah. And matter of fact, I can go back to this is gonna be hilarious. Also, I had to say this. There was one time. Now there is somebody who I'm gonna call OG because I literally don't know his name, and there's some. It's best if you don't know. It's best if you don't know certain people's names. He's official. There's some things he has done for him to be official. What's understood doesn't need to be explained. Here's why I say that. I was at Metropolis one time. Yeah, Metropolis. Shout out to those in Houston know about Metropolis back in the day. And, and there's gonna be someone like, you went to Metropolis? Hell yes, every Thursday night. And allegedly, I might have been to Club Yakum. Hey, shout out to the Hole in the Wall clubs. Just saying. But let me continue. I was just walking, passing through, going to the either to the restroom or to the dance floor. He said, "Bruh, you gotta smile, man." I laughed so hard, and he was laughing too, and because it was all love. Because I see him all the time, and he see me all the time, so wasn't no issue. It was all good. But it's like, man, look, well, first of all, I'm not disrespecting no OG because he was my elder, number one, and number two, contract outside of what he did on the streets, there's some life lessons I could learn from him. So it was always respect. But it's like even the hardest of hard people you could think of, pause, is telling me you need a smile. It's like I appreciate that, man, but trust me, you ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm good. Ain't nothing gonna pop off, or at least on my end. And if it does, I know how to move accordingly. I stay out the way. But smiling is just smiling is really not my thing. It's just not. Now, shout out to those who have a pair in their pants who come up to me and talk to me. And once I start talking, everything, whatever stress level people was worrying about, that shit de-escalates. I'll be chilling, man. I swear I'll be chilling. But yeah, people come up and talk to me, but like, and they say, "Oh, you're a real cool guy," and we just get to talk about anything and everything. They provide their insight, I provide my insight, and we just having a nice conversation. And then their friends came over and everybody started coming over. We be part of the conversation. Everything be cool. See, once you approach me, because usually now do I approach people? Not always. Not even females. I don't approach anybody to have a conversation. Usually I'm on the defense, meaning you're gonna have to approach me because deep down in some way, shape, or form, I'm still an introvert. You're gonna have to approach me. I'll approach you when I have a reason to. Other than that, I'm just by myself chilling. But yeah, you approach me and start talking to me. We're gonna have a full fledged conversation about anything and everything. And this is gonna be the same guy who does not smile, but my mouth will reveal what's in my heart. And once you get that moment of clarity, it's all love. When you see me, it's all love. So you say, hey, what up, Chris? I was like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, Chris. I was like, hey, baby, how you doing? Yeah, y'all gotta stop. People gotta stop judging books by the cover, man. Like it's okay to open the book and read page one. Read it first before you get to judging. That's what I'm saying. Now there was actually something else I wanted to talk about. I didn't want to talk about that, but I had to get that off my chest real quick. Like, don't be intimidated. If I don't smile, listen to my words when I talk. Then you could then come to your conclusion after that. Oh yeah, that's the thing I wanted to talk about. Um, I was overhearing a conversation where a woman say she's not cutting off her male friends because that's an instant. Like if you have a problem with my male friends, especially the one that I'm like my male clients or whatever, that's insecurities on you. So I will get rid of you before I get rid of them. Now, on face value, that sounds wild in of itself. That sounds super wild. Like, don't say that without any context. Like you're gonna have to provide more information because you sound real goofy. And historically speaking, well, I won't put that in the air. Let me take that back. Now, after she was receiving some level of pushback, now the pushback was nothing wrong with what they people say because a brother said you're going to have to change. I'm not going to tell you to do anything because I will really see and feel the love when you make those changes on your own. And if it starts to become a problem, you and homeboy can have a nice day. He went into more details with that, but I'm just keeping it on the surface level. Now she said, "Well, that's your insecurities talking. I'm not going to do all that." Now I sat back. I just sat back and listened because I was like, "There's more to this story. Either this is going to go super left, or this can actually end up where it needed to go." Now she provided some level of context that I was looking for, and this is why I usually sit back and let people talk. She's informed us that when she had cancer, she had no one to help, especially when it comes to her daughter. No one was there because she always had male friends. She said these male friends of hers was able to help her. Now she was only supposed to be out of work for 2 weeks. I don't know. I don't know where in the world you get cancer. You're only out of work for 2 weeks, but 2 weeks turned into 6 months. This network of friends that she has, albeit males, were able to. What up, being a man? How you feeling? These networks of men were able to pay her bills, take turn paying her bills, was able to make sure she had clothes, she had food, to make sure that her daughter was straight as well. And granted, her going through chemo, she was not able to take care of herself like she wanted to. 1 second. Okay. Let me put that somewhere else because I don't got time for that. She was able to uh, she was able to take care of herself. And of course, if you ever live with somebody that went through chemotherapy, you would understand. You already know. So she was able. The male friends were able to convince their wives. That's another context provided. Was able to convince their wives to come over and help out, help her take a bath, help her get dressed, and that type of stuff. So she will never, because of what she went through, she will never let go of her male friends. Because she did that at one point in time when she was married. Married to a military guy in the city by herself, didn't know nobody. She got depressed. She almost committed suicide, and so on and so forth. Now, I'm not justifying like that's why you should have friends if you're going through that. You need something a lot more than friends, but that's besides the point. The point is she gave away. She keeps a core system of people that was there that had her back. Now, me being me, respectfully, of course, because you don't want to play around when somebody is vulnerable to that degree. I said, that's fine. Just remember, it's a two-way street. Now, this is not that type of, oh, if you could do it, I can do it better. No, 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 no. This is because this is for everybody to understand. Like, if you're going to keep your core friends, especially those type of friends, because those are good brothers, salute to them. No simps, no pandering, none of that goofy shit. Those are good men that was looking out for somebody, and they didn't make a move at her. They didn't sleep with her, and probably didn't want to because they already had somebody that they were obligated to, they were faithful to. So they it was even on that type of time. Because I have plenty of female friends that I don't look in that way. They're very attractive. And it's like, nah, not even gonna make that move. Yes, they are. They are. They're married. Not gonna make. I'm not gonna make that move at them, no matter how fine they are and attractive. And I am notorious for having a lot of fun, attractive friends. If I have to be perfectly honest, my female friends, yeah, but I would never make a move on them because for obvious reasons. If she has that core friendship, cool. Now I did let her know. Um, hold on. Yeah, yeah, because that's family. That's a network. Matter of fact, they got their wives to come out and help her when she was going through chemotherapy. So salute to them. And of course, I would imagine if it was those dynamics, I didn't get too much of details. If me and my homegirl are friends and we could get close enough, she's gonna want to be friend or wife, and that friendship is gonna take over more so than her and I relationship, which is cool. I think that's a win-win situation anyway. So cool. Now, I did tell her so the whole crowd can stop jumping on her. I said I said this. That's a two-way street. If I have female friends, acquaintances now more so than previous, it's like I will never let them go ever because of what they have done for me to elevate me to this point. She said that is fact, and I'm not that type of chick. If those are your friends, cool. Those are your friends. Matter of fact, we all friends. Everything's gonna be love and respect. And I was like, the end. There it is. A dude that wanna hold it down might accept it because now y'all in a married couple circle. Yeah, but if she's dating and single, the man gonna be looking at the situation mad suspect. And that's the thing. That's how it started. Well, that's how the room was growing to. Like dudes on the outside looking in, but like, hold on, you got all these dudes. That's your friends? Nah, because the narrative is they want to sleep with you. And for the most part, there are dudes that want to sleep with their homegirls. They exist more so than none. Not. I'm not gonna put a number on it, percentage on it, excuse me, but yeah, those do exist. Everyone can be let go. No one got a lot of loyalty for a life pass. Mm, I understand. In this dynamic, she's not letting go of her male friends because they literally took care of her when she was down, like down real bad. And I don't know too many things that's worse than cancer. We're all gonna have to have a big ass dinner and some question. No, no, and here's the thing. No, no, and I respect that, and of course she has to respect that. Besides, how could you get in a relationship and your best friend doesn't know you're dating? All your friends, like I'm not trying to meet like me, I'm not trying to meet your friends, but somebody better have an idea of who I am. So yeah, let's all have that let's all what's what I'm looking for. Let's all have this conversation. Besides, we're all gonna meet anyway. And once you meet, you as a man get to sense the vibe in the room. It's like, is there something there? It's not. Or can you feel like somebody's hiding something? There's so many things. Hold on, y'all. people I work with are incompetent like a motherfucker. Sorry. If I was ever to go in a dynamic like that, yeah, I wanted me to. Yeah, I want to be known that I'm here. And besides, if these are your male friends, like I'm assuming, like you see as brothers, they're probably going to want to meet little sister's boyfriend, and we got to establish from the get go who I am. And once I'm able to test everything out to see is there anything off, then cool, we all friends, and this relationship is going to continue to grow, and vice versa. What's the rocket? Email. What's the rocket analogy? Yeah, is that what it is? The rocket analogy. Hmm. You know what? Um, links in the chat. If it's too much to type, just pull up and we can have that conversation. But people's advocates can take off like a rocket. No, this is a debut. Making his debut on the BTSI show. My guy, Edelman Williams. Edelman,
What's
what's
up,
up,
bro?
man?
How you doing? So, I think people don't consider the rocket method a lot, right? So, first of all, I'm not speaking on y'all situation. Y'all grown people. Y'all got the right to make whatever decision for y'all situation that y'all want to, right? I want to say that first, right? But I think the rocket, the rocket analogy is this right here. A rocket cannot get to outer space without boosters. Boosters are very important for a season and a time. If the rocket was designed, if the rocket was to keep those boosters on after it got to a certain level of altitude, the whole spaceship would actually crash. You must let those things go. So I think it's just, in my opinion, just because you did something good for me in my past doesn't mean that you are the right person for me in the future. That's the rocket analogy.
Okay, that's a good analogy. I'm not mad at that, and that is definitely applicable. But you never know. You never know if what you did in the past, you might still need them in the future. Now, do I think you're going to have probably the same access when you get married? Probably not. Most cases, no. You're going to have to take a step back. Even my partners, those who I knew since college, they took a step back because they understood. And when it's a milestone, my number's still the same. Hit me up and let's hit the streets or whatever the case may be. But
Well, and the reason I say this is because in my experience, remember we all speak from our experience. I had my best friend, for example, my best friend when I was in the military, she blew her knee out, and I took care of her. When I say I took care of her, I took care of her from bathing her to everything because she didn't have nobody. Her family was in it was 20,000 miles away. But I know for a fact if we would have stayed connected, I would have been a hindrance to her being able to move forward in her relationship, and she would have been a hindrance to me moving forward in my relationship. So and if you look at it, I can prove that she might still need me today. It's still things that she could have, but I think once you start talking about marriage and moving forward, everybody should be able to be expendable when it comes down to your wife or your significant other, and not my opinion.
right, and Sporty said Edelman could not have had a wife at that time. Yeah, probably not. Oh, real quick, Doris, how you doing, sweetheart? Thank you for pulling up. And Drobo, appreciate you, man. Yeah, if you got a goal that you're trying to achieve, and if you have to let somebody go, yeah, let somebody go for the greater good. Now, unfortunately, in this situation, there was when she did get married to somebody in the military, for different city, out of the state, by herself, no one to contact. She got depressed. She almost committed suicide. And like I said, your guy friends, you needed something more than your guy friends if you was going battling some type of mental health at that time. You needed something a little bit more than that. But at the same time, when you have a base, friends to contact, or whatever the case may be, especially if you marry somebody where you guys are not quite aligned like you thought you was, that's where that support base comes from. Like I said, you're not saying nothing wrong, by the way. I just want to shine a light on a different side that no one wants to talk about.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you saying. I'm not saying that it can't be done, but I'm just saying in y'all situation, that's very rare. And from the outside looking in, you saying that, hey, it's your core friends. Your husband can't tell you to get rid of your core friends, or your wife can't say that she have a problem with you having core friends. In my mind, I just look at it as dangerous because yes, from a mature amount, it's working for you guys, but now it's almost like you putting those friends above your significant other. And I think that that's the dangerous part that we really don't talk about in this conversation.
Right, but right, and actually, I think that conversation does happen more often than not. Maybe on Clubhouse that happens a little bit more than YouTube. So I will openly admit that. But everybody knows no one's coming before the husband. Everybody should already know their place. That's why I said it earlier. Now, the scenario I'm talking about, this is a real life scenario, just not involving me. I just put my 2 cents to it. But in my real life scenario, like I said, my partners from college took a step back because they understand I have a different level of responsibilities. So,
But
and I
but still,
respected
but
that.
that is putting somebody before your spouse because you don't require this, right? But say for example, if you went to your wife and you required her to get rid of her male friends, right?
Hmm.
And she said no, she is choosing to choose that person over you in that moment. Do you agree
Hmm.
with that or you disagree with that?
Well, the question is going to go to is why am I telling her to
It
get rid of
it
your
doesn't
milk?
matter. Just let's say you jealous. See, because I think we get so caught up in the why. It doesn't
Hmm.
matter if my wife, because this actually happened to me. My wife came to me and she said, "Hey, I have I have a problem with you being hanging around such and such." And if
Hmm.
she could have been jealous, she could have been. We could have gave her a whole bunch of reasons why she had it. If I say no, I'm not going to acknowledge how you feel in this moment, and I'm going to choose this person over how you're feeling. I'm just telling you is I'm choosing that person in that relationship over my wife.
Now, but here's the thing: you said it doesn't matter the why. I think it matters. Now, I will acknowledge that you're uncomfortable with the relationship, and I'll also acknowledge that you have a problem with it. With it,
Well, let's say
but
jealousy. Say
you
she's
have to
just
voice
jealous.
the why though,
So say
because
I'm
just
jealous of that person. I'm jealous of that relationship. I'm jealous of the connection that you guys have. I'm jealous that this person I feel get a side of you that I don't get. If she say any of those things, what we all can say is not good reasons, and she shouldn't be feeling those things. Do you still maintain the relationship? And that's the question that I'm asking.
well, see, even then, it's not even about the relation, her and our relationship. It's about what's going on internally. Now you have something a little bit deeper of your jealousy because for you to be jealous of my relationship with somebody else, that means you believe that we don't have that exact same kindle. So now we're speaking to something a little bit deeper. So now let's work on this together because
But
who I
it's
talk
no
to is not the
it's no
problem.
working though. That's the whole point that I'm trying to help you understand. If your woman feels jealous, and I think we don't talk about this in the protection conversation because it's our responsibility as men to protect our women emotions, right? Protect their mindset,
Correct.
right? So
Physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, and financial. Yes.
so that's what the whole point that I'm trying to help you understand is if that discomfort is there for whatever reason that discomfort is there, right? If
Hmm.
we reject that and just say, I'm going to be selfish in this moment, I'm gonna choose what I want instead of what you need, because jealousy can be like cancer, right? It can
Right.
really mess up a person's relationship. Let me go on record. I think 90% of women are jealous. Like this idea
Fair
that
enough.
like, so I'm not. That's why I
That's a
use
fair
jealous
number.
because I think that this actually correlates to women, right? So the whole point that I'm trying to help you understand is I believe nobody is like when we start talking about how high I value my marriage, no one is at that level that they cannot be cut off.
They can or cannot.
They cannot be cut off. Like everybody can be cut off.
Oh no,
especially
yeah,
when
okay. I get it. Everybody's is expendable. Yeah, I totally understand that. Now you have to make that decision for yourself. Like that's a decision ultimately you have to make. It's not because of somebody else's. It's like what is the core value of every decision that I make? What's the principle? What's the ideology? So it cannot be based, as crazy as this is gonna sound, it cannot be based on how your wife feels. It needs to be based off of what value you put into your why. So you can say it goes for her, but I'm just talking about you. If you make a decision to cut somebody off, there needs to be some type of value or some type of principle of why I need to step away from that person. Some people will say, I don't want to have no female friends, or if you're a female, I don't want to have no male friends because I want to put all whatever friendship I have, I could put all of that into my spouse. I totally understand that and I get that. But I also want to recognize that there are people who can still have friends, but they can make sure the house is never going to be compromised. Let me rephrase that. Your duties as a spouse is never going to be compromised. Your love for your significant other will never be put out. So that's what I'm saying. Those and you acknowledge those people do exist. Now, by the numbers, less than 30%. But I want to say those people do stay out there. Those people are out there, and the question is, if you are going to do it, there's a right way and a wrong way to do it.
Yeah. So I think it does work because I'm not saying it doesn't work. Like, say for example, if it's somebody that y'all have mutual friends that she's your wife friend too.
Right.
I don't think it works if you have male friends that are not the friends of your husband. Like, just I get that they might have been kicking it. I get all these rules applies, but I don't care if you saved my life. If you saved my life, that doesn't apply to my future on my
But
decision making.
No, fair, fair enough, and you don't want to take it for granted, and or you're not grateful as well. But we know somebody in this space. There's no need to name drop, but we know somebody in this space that's happily married, who has friends, and that friend is particularly best friends with the wife. So we're saying that that is very much possible. The question is, how do you go around doing that? And
But
I
see
believe if everybody knows everybody plays their position, know the roles, and everybody quote unquote keep their hands to themselves. If that's how the dynamic is set, everything's gonna work out fine. Oh shoot, what happened to Edom man? Okay, we're gonna give it a minute. He's and sorry said, and we all know that's suspect as fuck. Um the narrative. That's the no. That's the narrative and that's the storyline. We're gonna give Edom man a minute to come right back. That's the narrative and that's the storyline. And I also think I think oh, your phone is dying. It's all good, brother. Thank you for pulling up, man. Great conversation. Either man, good people. I don't care what nobody say. That's my guy. He's always welcome on this platform. Um, but to sports to what you're saying, they know storyline, but think show business. Oh, you got a narrative about me? Okay, bet. And I don't want to give away any game plans. Let's just put it like this: anybody that let's say somebody was to put a narrative out there about me that I have neither confirmed or denied. Okay, bet. You went ahead and got your pen, you got your paper, you tried to come up with the storyline. Now I'm gonna have to be quite honest. Some of you guys' storylines doesn't quite land well. You guys need lessons. Give me till next year because I want to spend a whole year of showing you guys I know how to tell better stories than y'all, and I can teach you guys how to be storytellers. But some people come up with their own storylines because it feeds their ego or it feeds their pockets. I'm what I'm saying is, if let's say y'all was to do that to me, okay, bet I'm gonna show you. I can show you guys better than I can tell you. This is how you do a storyline. This is how you make it epic, dynamic. The beginning, the middle, the end, the climax, all of that. There's ways to do that. We can be positive, Chris, but how it looked, how it started was very suspect. I've been around since before Fight Club. I understand. I understand, and trust me, they understand too. So, the not correct, but tiptoe around it with sexual innuendos every now and then, kind of paint a narrative. Yeah, but guess what? And I'm willing to bet that everybody knows what's going on. Meaning, they know what narratives is out there. So the question is, you can't change nobody's mind. So that's what I'm saying. Everybody knows what's going on because they hear things just like we do. So the question is, how do you how you going to respond to it? They either respond to it directly or they respond to it indirectly. And I think I've seen everybody do all of that. And I think how they handle it is superb. I think if people really want to talk about it, they really need to take lessons on how to handle with rumors that's out there, especially if there's no. Well, I'm not going to say that because that's yeah, especially if there's no truth to it. The question is, what are you going to do? Because you can't control what people say about you. Meaning they're going to say what they want to say anyway. The question is, what are you going to do about it? And that's your playground to play in. Yeah, it was, but they handled that like some G's because we all know that we all know, like, at the end of the day, y'all, this is wrestling. This is just scripted. Now, like I said, some of you guys cannot write scripts at all. Some of you guys cannot play right. I'm just telling you. Speaking of play right, excuse me. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow it is my trailer will premiere for There Is Liberty, a BTSI short film. It will premiere 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, Eastern Standard Time, my trailer for There Is Liberty will premiere. I can't wait. Y'all better pull up because that took a lot of creativity to do. Mental creativity. I'll say that. But we'll talk about that later. Let's go ahead and get out of here because I need to make a couple of phone calls anyway. So, on your way out, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor: like, share, subscribe. Follow me on the socials. Links are located in the description. Oops. $sign the B test I shows the Cash App. Participate, waive all rights to privacy. Run the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will receive $100 during the Cash App giveaway. First and second run up will receive a Cash App prizes as well. And ladies and gentlemen, God dang it, this is why I need to learn to save um, messages or comments. Ladies and gentlemen, link on top of the subscription. Sporty is going live tonight from 12 to 3, Fridays and Saturdays. Great conversation. You guys need to pull up. That's Sporty, post the link again, man. Flood the chat. Let everybody know where they need to be at tonight. We all going to pull up and we all going to support. So let me go ahead and get out of here. This is the BTSI show. I'm your host, Christopher J. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.
It's a mess, but hey, don't even worry about it.